Hey everybody, it's Miss Guy and I am your instructor for Sociology 210 or Introduction to Sociology. I do want to be very clear in reminding you that this class starts on Thursday, September the 14th. So if you are watching this video before Thursday, September the 14th, please know that I'm giving you a sneak peek into what you're going to see in Moodle, but you will not be able to access this course in Moodle until Thursday, September the 14th. So I just want to clear that up. Sometimes that's confusing for people when I send out a welcome video before the class actually starts. All right, so you are enrolled in SOC 210 OL61G. You'll see that in the middle of your screen in bright purple. Please make sure that if you are sending me an email to ask me a question, that you put everything that you see in purple in the subject line so I know exactly which class you're in. So I am currently teaching a little over 200 students in multiple different classes, most of them being SOC 210. And so that OL61G is super important for me because I have so many students on so many different schedules. So just make sure you include that. All right, so I'm going to take you through a little bit of introduction of the course, and then I'm going to let you get started, or either take a little bit of a break and wait to get started. So remember, the class starts Thursday, September the 14th. What you see on the screen is what you will see in the top of our Moodle page once you access Moodle. The very first link, the welcome video, is what you're watching now. So either you are getting this video from a link in an email or clicking on it in Moodle. Either way, same video, same link. The second link is the course syllabus. And I will say, I agree with you that lots and lots of course syllabi are boring, and I apologize for that. That's just the way it is. But there is some information in every course syllabus that you need to be aware of. So I'm going to hit the high points, but I'm going to expect you to go back and look through the course syllabus so you are aware of all the things. This is sort of like an agreement between you and I, so you need to be aware of that. Let's see. There's my contact information. You can find me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week via email if you need me. One important thing to point out is the required materials, which obviously you need some sort of textbook. And in the textbook world, for our class, we use inclusive access. So you do not have a paper textbook. You will access an electronic link that will give you access to an e-textbook and chapter quizzes, which will be used for grading purposes. The online environment does require that you have a computer, not a cell phone. So you are not going to be able to complete this class at high quality with a cell phone. You need to make sure that you have some sort of computer that you can use to complete coursework. If you and I need to meet electronically, a webcam and a microphone would obviously be needed for us to see each other and talk to each other, and you have to have some reliable internet access. I will be honest with you and tell you our online platform, which is Pearson Revel, that's our inclusive access e-textbook, does require you to have some strong Wi-Fi connection. So either make sure you are securing that or make plans to be somewhere a few times a week to do your work. All right, there's information about the course and there's some grading information. So that is how your grade will be broken down in our semester. It is a 10-point scale, as all college classes are now. And there's some additional information about our department. There is a communication schedule that I will follow pretty strictly as far as communicating with you. I am an instructor that does like to communicate early and often, so there's that. Attendance in an online class is super important, and your attendance is based off of your timely submission of assignments. So if you submit something by the deadline, you are counted present. If you do not submit, you're counted absent, and that is going to be harmful for you when you miss 2 weeks, and that violates the attendance policy, which means you're then removed from the course. So let's not even worry about that. Let's pretend that's never going to happen, because we are going to make sure we get all of our work done. There is additional information about the college-wide policy there as well. The last thing in the syllabus is my late work policy. I will be clear and honest with you on this as well. I am strict on deadlines. I make sure that students have lots of time to complete work. So I don't extend deadlines. I actually give the option of working ahead of deadlines. So you will see once we get started in the course, you will have 11, 17, 24. You will have lots and lots of days where the work is open and available to you prior to the deadline. And that's where I expect you to do the work, not asking for an extension. So I just like to be clear and honest with you on that. Deadlines are important. I'm held to deadlines as a faculty member, and thus you are going to be held to them as well. We do have a few items that can be submitted late, even if you miss a deadline. So all of the textbook quizzes inside of that Pearson Revel Inclusive Access e-text can be submitted late. You can do those if you miss the deadline for partial credit. You can submit writing assignments for partial credit, but journal assignments are not accepted late. So those are 10-point assignments, reflection assignments each week that will not be accepted late. The final time to complete any work for this particular course, any late work, will be Tuesday, December the 5th, and that must be submitted before 8 a.m. And you are also required to contact me as soon as you do complete or submit late work. That is the only way I'm notified that work is completed. So once the deadline passes and I'm finished grading, I do not know that you did work unless you alert me to it. So keep that in mind. Again, I'm going to hope that this being a 12-week class where we're starting late and ending at the same time as all the other classes are, that you are going to be fantastic, ready to rock and roll, and you're not going to need to deal with any of that late work stuff. All right, the last thing that I want to discuss with you is the textbook. So I've alluded to that several times. The textbook information is available to you in Moodle once you complete the enrollment verification activity, which is what I'll discuss with you next. But I want to draw your attention to this to let you know there is how-to documents here. However, I walk you through how to do this step by step in the Session 1 Directions video. So if you do not like pictures and words as far as direction goes, you do not have to be alone. I actually do walk you through the process of setting that account up in the Session 1 Directions video. So just wanted to loop that there. All right, so when you get into this course on Thursday, September the 14th, you are only going to be able to see this top part of Moodle and this section here, the enrollment verification activity section. That is because the course is locked down until you complete these two items here. And this is sort of like your initial coming to class sort of thing that counts you present for the very first time. So that's why it's kind of specific and requires you to do it before you can gain access to anything else. So what you will do is you will click on this enrollment verification activity, and yours may be collapsed when you get into Moodle, and you'll just click on this gray bar to open that section. When you click on the enrollment verification activity, it is going to be 4 super easy questions, sort of like, did you read the syllabus kind of things. You're going to answer those questions, and then it's going to send you right into the Nash Community College online orientation course. So this is a course designed to teach students how to use Moodle, to get them prepared in taking an online course. If you have not done the online orientation course for the 2023-2024 school year, you will go through the orientation course. It teaches you how to download things, how to submit things, how to maneuver through, click on things, all those sorts of items inside of Moodle. When you get to the end, you'll be given a certificate that you download and you submit into this link right here. You're going to know how to do all of that because you are going to go through the orientation and it is going to teach you how to do that. However, we do have students that are taking multiple online classes and they always ask, do I have to do it again? The answer is no. Once you receive that certificate one time that says 2023-2024 school year, then you're good to go. All you have to do is drop that file with that certificate in it in the completion link right here, and you are good to go because you've already completed the orientation. All right, so once you answer those enrollment verification questions and complete that online orientation and submit that certificate, the next part of the course is going to open up for you, and that will be the textbook and course information section, the Skills USA framework section, and the session 1 session. So hopefully this video has given you a little bit of insight into what you are going to see and do on Thursday, September the 14th. Just want to remind you that we do have a super quick turnaround deadline for session 1. So session 1 is going to be due before 8 a.m. on Tuesday, September the 19th. So class starts on the 14th. You have a quick turnaround for the first deadline, and then you will have the excess time, 11, 17, 24 days for deadline. So very first session is a tight turnaround deadline, but we had to do that because we're on a 12-week schedule and we're trying to squeeze everything in. If you have any questions or concerns at all, now or later or tonight or tomorrow, whenever, send me an email. You will never bother me by sending me an email, even if it is 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not like you're going to wake me up, but I will see your email as soon as I access my inbox the very next time, and I will reach back out to you with a question. I do not want you to be confused or have certain things that are restricting you from doing your work and I not know about them, because it is my job to help you. So I need to know if you need help. Other than that, take a deep breath. Class starts on the 14th, and we are going to jump into Introduction to Sociology. I look forward to hearing from you if you need me.